Hey, what's up guys? This is Young Shot here, back with another video. Today we're not gonna be doing the Bucks franchise. Today we're gonna be focusing on real life NBA and more importantly the Houston Rockets. Now, the Houston Rockets is a team that's on the rise right now, 20-7, and I mean they are always one of the top teams in the elite of the NBA's Western Conference, but we never seen them play like this. I mean, like, yeah, there was an offensive juggernaut. Obviously, you know who's leading the team, James Harden. Always putting up points, always getting his numbers. But we never seen any other contributions from any other player until now. Now, they have Mike D'Antoni, who is a good head coach, in my opinion, as far as offense goes. His defense, as far as his tenacity, how much he preach it, I just don't respect it. But again, you cannot take this man away on how he plays basketball, pace and space, and also just basically running and gunning. As far as the ball has, as soon as the ball hits off the basket, as soon as the ball turns into their hands, the Rockets' possession, they just run and gun on the floor, get to the three-point line, and just begins to shoot. I mean, when you look at this team's total on threes, the amount of threes they shooting and converting, I mean, they already eclipsed an NBA record for most threes in a certain amount of games, and we're not even really halfway in the season yet. It's just amazing how this team is playing right now. And then James Harden, historical numbers, especially him being in conversation MVP race. Now, he's always been in the conversation of MVP, but I think this year he has a clear shot of possibly winning it. If you think about it too, you got Russell Westbrook, you know, him and his fantastic triple-double spree, which I will do in other videos sooner or later. But today, again, we're talking about the Rockets, and James Harden has been just lighting it up. I mean, this man has been putting up 27, almost 28 points a game, leading the league in passing as far as assists goes. He got 11.2, and he's just, and this is incredible for a shooting guard. This is a shooting guard. Yeah, like Mike D'Antoni said, he would be playing point guard more, you know, initiating the offense. So I understand that part. And plus, Patrick Beverley is not a true point guard to the sense, but he's just doing better than most people expect him to. I mean, expectation wasn't very high for him, of course, because you already know he's going to perform. But this man has just been putting up great numbers, and it's just incredible to see it and watch it unfold. As this man is like, he's limited his turnovers, because I know he's like one of the top players in turnovers for many seasons. But this man has been living in his turnovers, believing in his teammates, actually giving him the ball. And I mean, when you have teammates and good free agent pickup signs like Ryan Anderson, Eric Gordon, Nene, and all these other players, Sam Decker even coming to his own as far as coming from the draft, and even the development of Montreal Harrell and everything, it's just crazy. So as we get into it, let me just show you some of the stats, some of the lineups, some of the things that the Houston Rockets did to get to where their record is of 20-7. So you can see here the Houston Rockets, as we go down the stat line, you see that the starting five, going through pretty much the time that they spend together, obviously the minutes that they played, 207 minutes so far into the season. They have a 14-2 record, and the offensive rating when Harden, or the starting five, is pretty much on the floor, is 125 out of the offensive rating, and the defensive rating is 109, meaning they're a pretty average team at best. They still give up, I think, out of all lineups, let me check, out of all lineups, they are probably tied for 5th most given up, but their net rating is still pretty good at 15.4, nothing negative. So it's a really good lineup that they have out there, especially with Patrick Beverley impacting the lineup, it seems, every time he's being played out there. They also have a lineup where they have Eric Gordon inserted to the lineup instead of Patrick Beverley playing out of 27 games. Again, Patrick Beverley was injured. 20-7 with 205 minutes, and their defensive rating is more lower when he is gone from the court. Pretty much when Beverly's now on the court, the defensive rating goes lower, but the offensive rating goes lower as well, which means Patrick Beverley means a difference to this team and how they run the offense. He's not, again, as I stated just early in the video, Patrick Beverley is not a typical point guard, but pretty much allows the offense to basically go through him sometimes, and it works out. Now for the third lineup, you see Ryan Anderson, Trevor Ariza, Eric Gordon, Harden, and Nene. And this is a lineup that they usually play as well, more minutes than most, 106 minutes a game throughout the season so far when these five is on the court. And you can see here the net rating goes lower, and pretty much it's not high as the original two-star lineup. So Nene pretty much drops the offense pretty much when he's on the floor. Assists is not going up. The assist to turnover ratio goes down. You can see here they get more defensive rebounds now on the average, besides with Capella being on the floor, but it's just not a good lineup. Now here's one of their best lineups that they do not play, and particularly this is a small ball lineup. This is pretty much a bench lineup when Harden is out of the floor. You can see here Anderson, Trevor Ariza, Eric Gordon, I'm reading the wrong one, my fault guys. You see Patrick Beverley, Corey Brewer, Sam Dekker, Eric Gordon, Nene, and you can see when playing together they have one of the top offensive ratings out of all the lineups and one of the top defensive ratings out of all the lineups. The ball moves quicker, the ball moves more, again, no ball stopping with James Harden, and they've just been putting up proficient numbers. And out of those, every time they play that lineup, they at least won. They only lost one game with that lineup being inserted during the game, and I don't know why they don't, continue playing this lineup. Knowing that the defensive rating is 84.5, it's amazing how they've been playing defense. Again, you have Patrick Beverley, Brewer, Sam Dekker, and Eric Gordon. Pretty much a 1-4 solid defender crew. I believe Dekker came to his own, played really good defense. You can see here him insert into the lineup at the stretch 4 position, and then Nene being the only subpar player that can't play defense. So you can see right here, going down the list, Ryan Anderson, Trevor Ariza, Eric Gordon, James Harden, and Montrezl Harrell. Now here's the difference between that lineup and the Dekker lineup. Again, Harden is placed in, offensive rating automatically goes up, skyrockets, but look at the assist to turnover ratio, again, goes down. Him being ball dominant, it just doesn't work out as far as the assist and turnover ratio, but you already know what his production is gonna give him. And they lead pace right there. I think one of the top teams in the pace. I gotta see, hold on, as I go to the defensive rating and check out the lineups here, do the minutes. As you can see it, that lineup, Ryan Anderson, Trevor Ariza, Eric Gordon, James Harden, and Montrezl Harrell. You can see 99.9 defensive rating. It's ridiculous how these lineups are not getting inserted, especially 60 minutes of play, and they've just been providing them with wins, especially that Sam Dekker, Eric Gordon, Corey Brewer lineup. I think that should be played more, especially when Harden is taking his breaks. But who knows? Let's see how the Rockets continue on to the season. They're 20-7 for a reason. Let me include more stats into the story. So the Houston Rockets, throughout the month of December, has really been killing it. First win out of December was against the Golden State Warriors, which I thought was a really good game. Just looking at everything. Rockets completely outgunned the Golden State Warriors, who is not really, they're one of the top teams in defense and offense right now, but just based off of just defensive rating, they're one of the worst teams, I feel. They just can't really, they're not really good defenders when you think about it. Curry, not subpar defender. Durant sometimes have his moments. Draymond Green plays really solid defense, but sometimes commit fouls, silly fouls, and then just basically the overall of the team. And the Houston Rockets took great advantage of it. Harden getting to the paint, scoring. Obviously, you got all these three-point shooters surrounding, and they just pulled out, get the W in Oakland, which was incredible. And that's when I noticed they started to get on a hot streak. Second game in December, beat the Denver Nuggets 128 to 110, and they again lighted up the three-point land. Then there's the game against Boston, December 5th, 106 to 107 in a close one, a nail biter. Then after going to Wednesday, they played the Los Angeles Lakers, which they completely beat. And just scoring, and just listen to the numbers that I'm telling you with the Houston Rockets right now. Look at the scores that I'm telling you. 95 Los Angeles Lakers, 134 Houston Rockets. They're scoring almost 100 a game, every time 100 a game. And it is exceeding sometimes to 105. It's incredible that the Houston Rockets offense is going like this, especially with the three-point shooters that they have, and the hot streak continues, especially from tonight. And I'm doing this on December 16th of a Saturday. Not December 16th, I'm a Friday, my fault. And pretty much just after beating the Pelicans, they set a new NBA record for most threes made in a game as a team. I think it's a franchise record. I'm not sure if it's an NBA record, but still. 24 threes in a game is incredible. Now moving on, and let me not continuously talk about their record. They beat the Oklahoma City 102 to 99, especially with the game clinching play by Patrick Beverley defending Russell Westbrook and force him to airball. And going up to that next, you got a back-to-back game, Dallas Mavericks versus Houston, and Houston takes advantage. So now they're already on 5-6 game winning streak going into it. Monday against Brooklyn Nets, had a tight one. I know James Harden had a game for that one. Eric Gordon also played really good, and then completely beat and drummed the Sacramento Kings. I mean, the score wasn't even close. That's when James Harden had 15 points, very low to a triple-double, and it was just incredible to see that the team was just scoring without him. I mean, they were just pushing up the ball every time they got a chance, and Sacramento just could not stop it. And then today, with the New Orleans Pelicans, at the halftime, 72 to 50. And it was just incredible to see the highlights that you could see at the beginning of my video. I saw a little glimpse of the highlights shown by the Pelicans versus the Rockets game for today. So that's pretty much it as far as for the Houston Rockets review. What I think this team is going to do, I really think they're going to be in the third, maybe second in the conference, maybe fourth. Again, they've proven themselves to be a very elite team, very hard to stop because of the offensive juggernauts of three-point shooters that they have. And really the Spurs and the Warriors is going to be a real challenge for them. I don't see any team, maybe Utah, because Utah has been playing really well lately. I'm thinking about doing a video on them next. Maybe another video on OKC, maybe a video on Dallas. Who may never know what I may think of. All I know is this is Young Shot. I'm out. Peace out, guys, and thank you for watching Diesel Claw Journalism.